What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and welcome to part 8, the finale of Super Princess Peach. Finally, I really didn't expect that we'd still be playing Super Princess Peach at this point, but I can't complain because it's been a super pleasant time. I really can't complain about it. So, let's go ahead and get started here with the finale of Super Princess Peach. Welcome, everyone. We've got quite a few people here. Welcome to Solar Flare, Tryhard Gamer Gal / Plush, No Life, J-Dog, Aurora, and Ethan. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hope you all had a good week, and I hope you all are looking forward to wrapping up this maybe too long series of Super Princess Peach. No one thought this would be 8 parts long, says Aurora. I agree. Hello there, Ethan. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Soup the Peach's Princess, says Plush. Indeed. Alright, I forget if we tried playing this level and just didn't complete it. I don't think so. I think we hadn't played this one yet. So, Jeff, are you down to elect a new mod? Weren't we gonna do that for your birthday? says Solar Flare. I actually have 2 mods that I plan to appoint at the end of this here live stream. So there you go. I still haven't played it, says No Life. Well, if you haven't played it yet, I guess I would recommend giving it a go. It's been so much more pleasant than I even remembered, and I remembered having a good way of it. A good time with it. No, why did Kids Bop cover Peaches? I've been grinding at Tears of the Kingdom today, says Robert. Very nice. And how is that going? J-Dog says, I watched Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame for the first time with my gram, and it's such a great movie. Very mature, but well-crafted and very full of heart and soul. I don't think I've ever watched it, but I'd like to at some point. Anywho, let's get started here with World 7-5, Giddy Sky! And already I see some happy clouds, so that's more giddy than the sky usually is. Whoa! Also, Jeff, I can talk again. Fantastic. Solar Flare says I watched Shrek 2 with my mom. That's always a good time. The gargoyles bring down the movie for me, but it is just so good besides that. Yeah, again, I haven't seen it myself, so I can't really, you know, pass any sort of judgment on it. I completed the water, lightning, and spirit temples today, says Robert. Very nice. That's a good number of temples to complete in one single day. I want to watch PIB again. It says, plush. Remind me what PIB was. I remember the 90s Gargoyles show. This is Aurora. Is it based on the Hunchback of Notre Dame? Oh, geez. Jeff, have you watched The Incredibles? I have. Goodness, I'm on a roll. I was gonna say earlier that, this might be a short stream depending on how quickly we, finish these levels. And, at this rate, it doesn't seem like it's going to be. It is not, says Aurora. Phew. Good. Okay. Syndrome is my favorite villain ever, says Solar Flare. He was pretty great. I have to hand it to him. Did I go through this backwards again? I feel like this is the level that I played that I played pretty much backwards when I first played it. It's like, I don't know how I did that, but it seemed that way. If it is cut short, then let's talk, says Try Hard Gamer Gal. I don't know, I might opt out of, you know, hopping in Discord after the relatively short stream and just go straight to bed. Got a busy day tomorrow. It's my niece's birthday party tomorrow. She just turned 5. That's crazy. Get out of here, Fluff. Mr. Fluffball. And now I'm getting ready to fight Ganon, says Robert. You're in for a treat. That's a good fight. New Sev quote. Grah, I can't art. How do you art? Gah! Oh, happy early birthday to her, says No Life. I will be sure to tell her that my viewers in my live stream said happy birthday. You didn't come to my birthday party, you bully, says Solar Flare. I'm sorry, I couldn't make the trip out to Ohio that day. When everyone's super, no one will be. You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes. Yep. Again, Syndrome is a great villain. And Incredibles was a great movie. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say it was incredible, especially the second one, but it was very good. I had a lot of fun watching it. Happy birthday to your Bice. I wonder what Ganon's up to. Oh, come on. Yeah, I do feel like this was the level. Yeah, this is definitely the level I went like backwards on. Ah! Nice. Incredibles 1 is incredible. 2 is mid as heck. When you fight Ganon, will a warp thing appear so you can warp back there if you want? Says Robert. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I ended up using one of my travel medallions. Which, you know, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Tears of the Kingdom and is interested in doing so. But, if you upgrade your Sheikah Slate to a high enough level, then you get 3 travel medallions, which is very helpful. I plunked one down right next to the Coliseum with all the giant Lionels, like all 5 of them, just so that I could get Savage Lionel bows whenever I wanted. Best place for a travel medallion right there, but also handy for, you know, the Ganon fight. Alright, hang on. I gotta catch up on a couple comments. Jeff Dance? Yep. Well, I guess that I can't recover the vibe energy while the wind is blowing because it counts me as moving. What's the deal with airline food? Jeff, airplane food made me throw up. Gross. I can't remember the last time I threw up. I have a very strong will. I hate throwing up, so I just don't let myself throw up. What's the deal with airline food? I've never been on an airplane, so I don't know anything about airline food. I've heard it's not the greatest. Though, I feel like I've heard that back in the day when air travel was a novelty, considered something that only the rich could experience, which in a way it kind of still is, but hey-hoo. Back then, they made like luxury meals. There was an Adam Ragusa video recently-ish, where he served, I think it was Steak Diane, which is like what used to be considered a very fancy way of serving steak, served on airplanes, I believe. And it looked pretty solid. What? What? Oh, sorry, the Sev comment. Sev, who is Akasmia? Akasmia says, I am Akasmia! Disappears. Ah, I see. I'm gonna say another unpopular opinion that might get me cancelled. I kind of sorta like Incredibles 2 more than the first one, says J-Dog. Oh man, J-Dog. That's okay, you're entitled to your opinion. No Life says Jeff has supreme control over his bodily function. Yeah, that's right, particularly vomiting. Remember that time an entire airplane got food poisoning and they had to make an emergency landing? No, I don't, Aurora, but that's kind of funny. I don't know if I should think that's funny. I might be a horrible person for thinking that's funny, but I do think that's funny. I'm sorry for thinking that's funny. No, but this airplane food made me projectile vomit and I still have PTSD from that. Not the vomit, the food. Gross. I feel bad for you. Oh, geez. Nose. Also, I've definitely missed stuff. No one died, you're allowed to laugh. Okay then. Well. Hey, it was a fake laugh. But still, that's hilarious. I almost died from food poisoning once, but I've already told that story on here once. Or twice, or several times. I don't know. On Wednesday, we're laying over at JFK back to Columbus. I'm in a region called Galicia. The Solar Flare. How have you enjoyed your trip to Spain, Solar Flare? I trust it's been very enjoyable. Going to Santiago de Compostela on Monday. I don't know where that is. That sounds like a grand time. Go, Peach! Is there anything up here? Well, I think that just loops me around. One time my entire family got food poisoning from Bob Evans. Oh man. Galicia. Okay, sorry. Thank you. That's unfortunate. Food poisoning's no fun, man. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. It's a church where they buried St. James the Great, I think. It's a solar flare. Aha. Interesting. Here. I'm absolutely missing something here. And that's not it. Or am I missing anything? Yeah, let's just get out of here. If you don't want food poisoning, just stay away from Chipotle. You know, my coworkers have been, I wouldn't say having a heated debate, but they've at least been a very opposing ends of Chipotle versus Moe's. And I don't know how regional Moe's is. I know Chipotle is a pretty big thing. Moe's Southwest Grill? I don't know. But I know that I prefer Moe's. I don't know what it is. I think it just reminds me of the cantina that we had on campus at my college. It's fantastic. Fantastic food. Moe's is a thing where I live, says Aurora. I feel like Moe's is a smaller thing, but, you know, maybe it's nationwide? I don't know. But I can't... I also prefer it, says Aurora. Let's go. No, Moe's is pretty great. I mean, when you walk into a Chipotle, they don't all go, "Welcome to Chipotle!" They do that at Moe's. No! Stop, Ez! No, please! The Mac Shack has wounded your Jeff. Yes, it has. Okay, well, I made it to the end. Now let's see if I got all the things. Well, I got a turnip. Jeff, Solar's comment is a response to mine that you're most likely gonna miss. Oh, well, thank you for letting me know. Hang on. I don't know why, but that food poison story feels like a Family Guy cutaway. This is almost as bad as the time everyone on our flight got food poisoning. Family Guy humor sucks. I hate cutaway gags. I've seen Moe's back at home, but never tried it. I like living in Ohio, says Solar Flare. What would be your least favorite thing about Tears of the Kingdom? Asks Robert. One sec. What is it, Try Hard Gamer Gal? Did I miss your comment again? Sorry. Sev says, "So, Beautios, if you're a clone too, then who are you a clone of?" Beautios says, "To answer that, we will have to travel back in time." They time travel. Hawk. "Who are you supposed to be? And why do you look like me?" Seb. "I'm 7-1, and I'm a clone of you." Hawk. "What the Hawk?" Yeah. King of the Hill is better than South Park, says Aurora. Isn't King of the Hill the one with the guy, or with the dad that's cooking a steak, and he says, like, he's cooking a steak and he pushes on it and he says, "Firm, but with a little give. Yup, these are medium rare. What if someone wants theirs well done? We ask them politely yet firmly to leave." Absolutely my favorite quote. Alright, what is... Oh, sorry. I have to drive 2 hours to get to Chick-fil-A. And needless to say, we don't have Moe's, says No Life. Unlucky. What would be my least favorite thing about Tears of the Kingdom? Oh, I don't know, man. I really, really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom. It's hard for me to pick out a least favorite thing. But if I had to pick something, it would probably just have to be the sheer breadth of the game. Which, I know for most people is like, it's a good thing, right? Like, just having an basically insurmountable amount of content, even compared to Breath of the Wild. Like, for most people, I'd imagine that's a good thing. For an adult in his late 20s with 2 children and a full-time job, that's not as great of a thing. So, I would have loved to have kept playing the game, but I put 100 hours into it and just only beat all the dungeons in Ganondorf. I did like 100 shrines, I got like 150 Koroks. I felt like I got my full experience out of the game, but at the same time, I felt like there was so much more potential that I was missing. I think that's probably my least favorite thing about Tears of the Kingdom, and in retrospect, Breath of the Wild has that exact same problem, though just not to quite the same extent. So, I think that's my least favorite thing about that formula. Everything else about it I really enjoyed. Oh, you know, actually my least favorite thing, now that I'm thinking of it, now that I'm thinking rationally for just a second, those Koroks that need to be brought to their friends. Like, they have the giant backpacks and you gotta figure out some way to take them to their friends. And that always just felt like a giant speed bump. They're cute, but that always just felt like a speed bump. So there you go. That was my least favorite thing about Tears of the Kingdom. Or I guess my two least favorite things. Eee! Take that. Alright, I gotta beat this boss and then I'll get back to the comments. Ah! Big explosies. Woshi. It's a double Yoshi Explosi. I got every Korok in Breath of the Wild for a pile of dookie. Says, No Life. I do not envy that journey. I've definitely heard about that, I've definitely heard of that reward. It smells funny. Or it smells bad. Yeah, I don't envy that reward, for sure. New stages, let's go! This could offend you, but there's a Christian rock episode, and it's hilarious, even though it felt disrespectful. It offends every single person, not just a single group. The solar flare. I can only imagine. Robert says, to be honest, I was disappointed with the water temple. I mean, I guess. I did the water temple first, and seeing that there was at least some return to classic dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom, as minimal as it might be, or as I guess it wasn't really minimal. The dungeons were pretty good. They weren't quite the classic style of Zelda dungeons, but you know, the original style of dungeons in Zelda games is kind of not quite incongruous with the new format, but I would go so far as to say that you know, it probably is a little incongruous. But anyway, the fact that we got temples at all, and that was my first temple, plus the way to get to that temple was super cool. I was just happy to have dungeons back. If I had not done the water temple first, I don't know what my first impression would have been like. But like I said, I did do it first, so it just made me happy to see dungeons back in there. I will say though, it was my least favorite dungeon. Not by far, but it was my least favorite dungeon. Sev says, whoa, what is this alien controller? Did we stumble upon alien technology right in our vicinity? Glorita says, Sevi, first off, alien tech has been a thing for quite a while. Second, this is an N64 controller. Aurora says, I'm debating on replaying Super Mario RPG now or waiting till the remake drops. Gamer Gal says, or Plush says, both, Aurora. That's a good question. For me, I think I've got plenty to keep me busy until the remake comes out. I have thought about going back and replaying it on my Wii U, but I think I'm gonna hold out for the remake. Ah! That's tough though. Like, the original was quite good, and despite the fact that I didn't play it until around 2015, I still have fond memories of playing that game. It was a lot of fun. I don't feel like this area is quite as challenging as it probably should feel like it is. Because, well, you've got flying powers and all that. So, yeah. Not really that challenging. Jeff, have you ever won a fight? It's a solar flare. No, I've never really been in a fight. Which I can't complain about. I'd imagine that fights are not that pleasant. But if I were in a fight, I'd imagine that even if I didn't win, I would still do fairly well. Imagine Sev as a villain. I cannot! My first temple was the Wind Temple, says Robert. Very nice. That was a good one. Jeff, give us a sick villain monologue. I haven't got one, I'm sorry. Imagine Beautios as a villain. I already have! This plush. Hey, the Yoshi Fanatic, I gotta go. Just came in to say hi and bye. Love the channel and keep going. Thanks, Pops. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. And thanks for coming in and saying hello. Appreciate that. What in the world is going on with this level? Christian says, hello, been a while. Hello, Christian. Welcome to the stream. It has been a little bit. How have you been? Welcome to the finale of Super Princess Peach. Ah! Those Koopas are mad. They're mad at me. I've been having fun talking about which Mario RPGs we like with my friends and comparing them, says Aurora. That does sound like fun. I don't think any of my friends really... Well, one of my friends played Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga because I let him borrow it. But most of my friends are not Nintendo folk. They are Sony folk and PC folk now. So, pretty much the only people that I talk about Nintendo games with are you guys. Though Adam, my previous co-host on my old channel, knew a thing or two about Zelda. Jeff, I dare you to go to Thomas Brady's house and steal his avocados. Good, been busy, says Christian. I got more new games. Sweet. What ones have you gotten in recent memory? Have you enjoyed them? I imagine you must have. I remember my friend Dan. I let him borrow Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, and he was the one to teach me that the Chopper Bros move, the one where Mario jumps off of Luigi and you know, is like a helicopter, thus Chopper Bros. I only thought you could damage the enemy once with that. I thought it was just a cool looking move and good for if you couldn't damage them with a jump attack. And he's like, no, if you mash the button, you get to do a bunch more damage. And I'm like, what, seriously? That's sweet. Kind of embarrassing that I didn't know that before, but wow, hello. Wow, hello. 2 for 2, Jeff. Okay. Ow! Basically, at one point, Beautios gets inflicted with a virus known as the corruption virus, which basically removes your mortality. Or, sorry, morality, and slowly kills you on the inside without you noticing. Oof. Christian says, like Phototype and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, and even more, all on PS3 games. That's a good batch. I've recently thought about picking up the Metal Gear, the Metal Gear collection, if it comes out on Steam or if it's already out on Steam. Ah, turnips. Because I've never played a Metal Gear game, but I am of the understanding that I'm missing out. Sorry, J-Dog. Hang on. J-Dog says, honestly, my favorite thing from Meringue Clouds from New Super Mario, or Meringue Clouds from New Super Mario Bros. U is the detail. The Mushroom Kingdom hills in the back, because you're above the Mushroom Kingdom, and the clouds getting darker as the world goes on. That's cool. I haven't played that game in quite a while, so I don't remember all the details. But that is cool. Jeff, let's make a deal. If I ever find out in the wild, or if I ever find you in the wild, not planned, you must buy me a copy of Monkey Ball 2. Okay. Wait, before I agree to this deal, how much is Monkey Ball 2 going for on eBay? Sad no Partners in Time remake, lol, says Aurora. That's true. Let's see, there's been a remake of Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. It is sad that there never was a Partners in Time remake. I felt like Partners in Time was pretty good as it is, though. I'm not sure how much a remake would really help it. I don't know, like 20 bucks? Then you've got a bet, my friend. Comments! I already read your comment. Oh, sorry, no I didn't. Beautios almost dies, but thankfully his friends help him out and get him to Glorita's hospital, where he starts to recover from the virus after nearing death. That's epic. If you ever do play Metal Gear Solid, go for Metal Gear Solid Rising. Which one is that? Is it in the collection? It's like $20 game, Jeff. Thank you, Aurora. Jeff, I have quit begging you to read my comments because I have grown and matured as a person. I appreciate that, Justin. But Partners in Time is also on the DS, like Inside Story, says J-Dog. I have a feeling that Alpha Dream, when they remade the game, it was either their call or Nintendo's, but whoever it was, they probably thought, well, Bowser's Inside Story is the more popular game, like it'll probably sell better. And then it didn't. It didn't sell very well at all. But, like, neither of them needed a remake. I mean, both of them kind of could now, because they're both on, you know, dead platforms that are very difficult to... Well, not very difficult, but at least somewhat difficult to emulate. I feel like Partners in Time... It's not like it's that difficult to emulate so much as... You know, being on the DS, you have to kind of do some workarounds. But Partners in Time probably would be the easier one, just due to the fact that there was only one part where it actually implements the use of the touchscreen, and that was like to scrub off a photo. No further spoilers from here, despite the fact that it's a what? Like, hey! Despite the fact that it's like, how old now? 18 years old? Woo! Oh. Oh, nuts. Yeah, it wasn't making that. Blues Cat says, sup? Sup, Blues Cat? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Ow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Welcome to Part 8, the finale of Super Princess Peach. How are you doing, Blues Cat? Is that we get a little bit of a warning? Help me out! So close! I've made it. Wait, how do I get in there? Huh? Oh! Oh, I see. I think. Yeah, I see. Anyway, what do you think the best superhero movie is? Asks Solar Flare. What's the best superhero movie? I mean, I feel like... Oh... My choice would probably be something Marvel by default. I'll say, like, a couple of runner-ups are The Incredibles and Big Hero 6. But probably my favorite superhero movie is either Avengers Infinity War or Captain America the Winter Soldier. I just really like those. What is my favorite Sage ability? I'd say probably the Gerudo's ability. Rija, I think her name was. Yeah, I think, question mark. Yeah, but her ability of the lightning attack when you shoot an arrow at an enemy was probably my favorite. Runner-up would be the Goron ability. The one I got the most use out of was, oop. was the Doritos, just because, well, it's extremely utilitarian. But yeah, my favorite was probably the Doritos, just because of how interesting it was. Wah! Wah! Give me that puzzle piece. I do recommend playing Partners in Time instead of just skipping to Bowser's Inside Story, says Aurora. I agree, especially considering that there was a pretty cool throwback to Partners in Time in that one. And you'd only really get it if you A, read up on the story of Partners in Time, or B, played Partners in Time. Those remakes killed Alpha Dream. Yeah, probably. I'm not good at keyboard, says Christian. See, I keep on pushing buttons on accident. Yeah, that's alright. I'll try and read through it. I like the Spider-Verse movies, but besides that, The Dark Knight, says Solar Flare. Excellent choices. Let's see. Did you ever play Tomb Raider, asks Christian. Yes, I have played the I've played the 3 modern ones on modern consoles. You could call it like the reboot trilogy. You could see it as a prequel trilogy. I've also played the original Tomb Raider, 1 and 2. Hated 2. I hated 2. 1 I didn't really like that much, but you know, it definitely had some cool moments. Easily the Spider-Verse movies or Infinity War and Endgame, says J-Dog. Fair. Across the Spider-Verse is my absolute favorite. I didn't like Big Hero 6, says Solar Flare. That's fair. Rodney says, hi Jeff, that's right, I know you. I know your name. Plush told me. Plush, how could you? Wait, how did you even know my name was Jeff? I didn't even tell you that my name was Jeff. How did you determine? How did you discover that my name was Jeff? Bad twist, says Solar Flare. I just remember it being a pleasant movie all around. Though, in fairness, I don't remember many of the plot details. I do remember, the song Immortals living rent-free in my head, for days on end after watching the movie. They say we are what we are, but we don't have to be. I'm bad behavior, but I do it in the best way. I'll be the watcher of the eternal flame. I'll be the guard dog of all your fever dreams. Oh, I am the sand in the bottom half of the hourglass. I try to picture me without you, but I can't. 'Cause we could be immortals, immortals, just not for long, for long. Live with me forever now. Put the blackout curtains down, just not for long, for long. We could be immortals, immortals. There you go. Jeff, make a band. I could play bass or something. Megamind is also a good superhero movie, says Aurora. Oh my gosh, how could I forget Megamind? One of my absolute favorites. No, please! No! No, Megamind was fantastic. That's gotta be one of my favorites. So good. Rodney! Sorry. Rodney, yeah, Big Hero 1 through 5 were much better. I really like how you can give it different weapons and all that. The robot says Robert. Jeff, let's watch Megamind on stream. Yeah, I'm sure that wouldn't get copyrighted or anything. Great idea. Yeah, no, Megamind was fantastic. One of my top 3 movies for sure. Just in general, like, I really like that. Ah! No, I'm supposed to be jumping! Fine, we can watch it tomorrow. I'm going to a birthday party tomorrow. No, please don't eat me! But I said please. Just stream it on Discord, says Aurora. I think that we could absolutely do a movie night on Discord. I think Sky would enjoy that. No, he's going to eat me! Just head to Spain. It's a solar flare. Yeah, that would work out. Yeah, just travel a few thousand miles. I just realized something. You can't really do an any percent run, or like, unless you had some really good trick to get past that thwomp, which I can't think of any. But if you had some really good trick to get past that thwomp, if you didn't get the floatbrella ability, like if you just decided not to buy it, you couldn't really get through that part. Wait, no, that was an optional area. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Let's do it. I'll organize it. Love movies, and I'll make popcorn and mail it. It's a solar flare. See, I'm not a huge moviegoer. I'll have to ask Sky if she'd be up for that sometime. Like, if we ever did a movie stream, I would want to invite her for sure. If you had to choose one, which one would you save? Call of Duty or Metal Gear Solid series? Ask Christian. Definitely Metal Gear. Just because I think it's a much more interesting franchise. Call of Duty is pretty much the same thing every time with like a few little tweaks every now and then. I feel like Metal Gear is more interesting. Of course, this coming from someone who has very, very little experience with either one. Let's do a server Mega Man movie night. It's a solar flare. Sounds like this is gonna have to be a thing, isn't it? I want to live in Spain without the A. You want to live in Spin? You want to live in Spin? Wait, which door was I supposed to go through? This one? I really gotta pay attention here. I don't remember which door I have not gone through. This one. You can stream it and I'll be the annoying dude that talks during the whole thing. Says Solar Flare. J to the E to the F to the F, you forgot my comment, so I'm gonna rap it out. Yeah, yeah, gonna make me pout. Yeah, yeah, forgetting a comment is like forgetting a vomit. It leaves a bad taste, it's a waste. I'm sorry, J-Dog. Oh, I have experienced this, Christian. Which one would you get rid of, or which one would you save if they were both in danger? My favorite Big Hero 6 team member is Fred. I like the dragon suit with a jumping high and flame breath, says J-Dog. I'm gonna watch Big Hero 6 again just to see if I would actually like it. Sev, ever since I've started art, I've been living in Spain without the S. Pain. Sounds like you just need a break, says Glorita. Sev, I just want to draw better. Glorita says improvement takes time, Sevy. Epic rap, J-Dog. Says Robert. Yeah, that was pretty epic. Which one did I not go in? It's this one. This was probably this one. Yes! No! I have eaten you. I played both, says Robert. Or it says Christian. Then which one would you save? If you had to save one, which one would you save? J to the dog, you said you would not beg for comments, yet you beg and it's vomit. I got more bars than you. That's a fact. If you don't believe it, it's cap. You might need a nap. Says Solar Flare. Y'all rapping in my chat. I'm trying. I'm trying. Can't really do it though. Okay, please don't send me back to the beginning. If you don't believe it's cap, you need a nap. The Solar Flare. Okay, I'm sorry I messed up that lyric. See why I said I can't rap? Ugh. Man. I don't like this section. I never like these sections. These kinds of sections where you have to, like, guess which door to go in. It's so annoying. Oh my, I think the stream just became a rap battle, says Robert. Seems that way. Okay. Then we go in the bottom here. If I had to choose, it would be Call of Duty. But the catch is, would Metal Gear Rising Vengeance would get defeated because that is not by main game. Sorry. But the catch is, would Metal Gear Solid Rising Vengeance would get deleted because that is not a main game? I don't know. Probably. I mean, if it's got any relation to the Metal Gear franchise, I believe that, yeah, it would be. Jeff, are you a kettle corn guy? Asks Aurora. I am not a popcorn guy in general, believe it or not. I don't know. Popcorn just doesn't really appeal to me that much. That said, if I am going to eat popcorn, it is going to be movie theater popcorn. And that's pretty much it. So I'm sorry if that's disappointing. I'm sorry. I wish I liked popcorn. You guys know those Christmas buckets of popcorn that like your grandparents get you if they don't know what to buy you for Christmas? And they have like the three different separated bins of popcorn flavors. And one of them is like caramel. That is like the popcorn I will actively enjoy eating. Yeah, I got the star. Yay. Da funky flow, says Blues Cat. Indeed. Sev. Hello everyone and welcome to the show. I'm coming here to let you know that I can rap too. Make it really cool because I've got that funky flow. Oh boy. Am I gonna have to read all these? I'm not reading those. Sorry. I like caramel popcorn, says Robert. That's fine. I make movie theater popcorn at home, says Aurora. I do remember you saying that. It had something to do with, butter flavored salt or salt flavored butter or something like that being the secret. My Sev rap. Kettle corn is sick. Jeff, I challenge you to a rap battle. I surrender. A white flag. Only if I had paper instead, says Christian. Flavicol, says Aurora. Remind me what Flavicol is again? I remember you saying that that was the secret ingredient, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Go, Peach, go! I wonder how much it's gonna cost to buy that extra thing at the shop. Because I'm gonna have like 8,000 coins by the end of this level. Easily. But I remember saying in one of the streams that I bet that is going to be a 10,000 coin item. And at that point, I believe I will just have to buckle down and play some mini games. It's a special butter flavored salt, says Aurora. Okay. I was on the right track. My Sev rap was the best because it actually had rhythm. I know a little poetry and music theory, says Plush. Now she's the try-hard rap gal. Yo, Jeff, I'm better than the rest. Little nerd boy playing Yoshi on stream. Big boy glasses. I'm like, no, Jeff can't rap. It ain't even funny. 7th grade yet. I have more money. That's untrue. Well, yeah, the money part is definitely untrue. Though, not for much longer, because I am planning some renovations to the house. So I will be pretty much broke here pretty soon. Robert asks, Jeff, do you think Super Mario Bros. Wonder will be $70? Well, that's a good question. I want to say no, because Nintendo seemed to put out the idea that... Oops. Nintendo seemed to put out the idea that, you know, Tears of the Kingdom was $70 just because it had so much content. I cannot imagine that Super Mario Bros. Wonder would have an analogous amount of content. That would just blow my mind if it did. But, on the other hand, Nintendo, I think, was testing out the waters with the $70 price. I don't think that they were telling the whole story when they're like, oh, don't worry, it's just because it's a giant game. I think they were testing out the waters with the idea of a $70 game and seeing if people would buy it. Spoiler alert, they did. Everybody bought Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously not everyone, that's a bit of a hyperbole. But you get it, like, lots and lots and lots of people bought Tears of the Kingdom. I would not be surprised if it is the best-selling Zelda game of all time. Because currently, that title goes to Breath of the Wild. Or, yeah, I think it still does. So, yeah. If that's the idea that they were just gonna be like, oh, well, maybe we'll test out this whole $70 game idea again and see if people will catch on to it. And, like, it still doesn't inhibit the sales of Tears of the Kingdom whatsoever. You know, maybe they do say, hey, people will buy these games for $70. It's Mario. It's gotta be $70. So I guess there's a couple of different viewpoints on that. Like, yeah. If one thing, then outcome A. If another thing, then outcome B. That's my thought. The DS isn't here to replace the GBA, says Aurora, in reference to the fact that the DS came out like 4 years after the Game Boy Advance, and like, they were like, oh, it's gonna be a 3-pillar system. And then it wasn't at all. Like, the DS was completely a replacement for the Game Boy Advance. Very similar situation there. Like, if Nintendo is to be taken at their word, then I'd expect Super Mario Bros. Wonder to be $60. But I'm a realist. And in all honesty, it probably will end up being $70, just because if they can get $70 for a Zelda game, you can bet your booty that they can get $70 for a Mario game. So there you go. Whoa! Now back to PS3 games. Would you rather play Assassin's Creed or Hitman? Probably Assassin's Creed. Just because there's a lot more parkour elements. I think it's gonna be $80. This is plush. I wouldn't say 80 bucks, but $70 is getting to be the norm, so I would not doubt that. Is the Game Boy worth getting, says Robert. Which one? That actually reminds me, guys, my brother-in-law, he came up to me at our 4th of July celebration. He's like, hey, Jeff, I don't have any use for these old Game Boy Colors. Do you want them? I'm like, yeah, I'll take them. And he's like, great, one of them doesn't work. And I'm like, I hope the one that works is the blue one. And he says, it's the yellow one. Sad face. But now I've got 2 Game Boy Colors and a fun restoration project that I can plan in the near future. So there you go. I now have Game Boy Colors. I used to have a Game Boy Color when I was like, oh, when did my parents buy that for me? I was like 5 or 7. One of those 2 ages. And I played the heck out of that thing. Until I wanted a Game Boy Advance. Then I decided to sell the Game Boy Color and all of its games that I had. And save up for a Game Boy Advance. And I did. And that was a stupid move because I didn't realize at the time that a Game Boy Advance can play Game Boy Color games no problemo. So that was a dumb move on my part. Can always swap the shells, says Aurora. Yeah, I can definitely do that. That was the first thing in my mind. I'm like, it can't be that hard to take apart. And then I got thinking like, ooh, and while I'm in there, I could put in an IPS screen. Ooh, and I could replace the speaker. Ooh, instead of making it blue, what if I made it Yoshi themed? Like got a white front with orange buttons and then a green back with a red battery compartment shell. That would be my ultimate Game Boy Color. And now I'm like, I want to do that. I severely want to do that. Like, that would be a fantastic special edition, or a fantastic custom Game Boy Color. I want that now. Bye, says Christian. Well, Christian, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed your time in the stream, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good week. My Sav rap! I think I'm done reading the raps, guys. I'm sorry. I figure equal treatment. If I'm not gonna read Solar Flares or J-Dog's raps, I'm not gonna read Sev's raps either. Always! Stop it! Stop it! Nose! Plink. Go, go, go! Woo! Sir. Oh, this is probably just an enemy spawner. Go! I don't need to waste any more time. I can get through that. But yeah, I have a fun restoration and modification project for the Game Boy Color in mind. I will say that first, in order to do all of that, I do need to get a soldering iron. Yeah, I do need to get a soldering iron. I know how to solder, I just don't own a soldering iron. And I don't know, like, any advanced techniques for soldering. But I do know a baseline of how to solder. I can do it. And it seems like that's pretty much all the knowledge you need to get going on those modifications. They really don't seem that complex. It's certainly no, like, HDMI output for N64 from the GPU in the N64 mod, where you have to know how to, like, do those crazy soldering of the ribbon cable contacts to the chips of the board. It's nothing like that. It's like, solder 2 wires here. I'm very confident that I could do that. I remember one time when my N64 was in disrepair. I took it apart and resoldered all the game cartridge pins back to the slot, or back to the board. That was like 46 or 48 connection points to solder. So, a Game Boy modification, or a Game Boy Color modification, doesn't sound like it would be that complex. Meow. I also want to do the same thing with a Game Boy Advance, like the original form factor Game Boy Advance. Do a very similar sort of color scheme on a Game Boy Advance, put in an IPS backlit screen. Boy, I would have a heyday with that thing. I'd probably get more use out of that than the Game Boy Color, just because of how much more utilitous a Game Boy Advance is. And the form factor, my guy. Form factor is huge. A huge factor in the Game Boy Advance. So. Oh. Let me catch up on some comments here, except for the raps. Would you recommend a Wii U in 2023, Jeff? Asks Robert. Yes, I would. With a caveat of, if it is more than the MSRP to collect a Wii U, then no. Or if you have access to a gaming PC with the wherewithal and the willingness to do emulation. The reason that I recommend a Wii U in 2023 is because my Wii U has become my ultimate Nintendo console. Having the ability to, through Virtual Console, play any NES, SNES, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Wii, any of those games, via Virtual Console Inject. And it is limited. There's a couple that it can't do, but pretty much for the most part, any Virtual Console games that you could hope to inject, you can do so on the Wii U, if you homebrew it. And for any that you can't, there's RetroArch. Well, to a certain extent. A hacked Wii U is how I live streamed Yoshi Topsy Turvy. Though I could probably do that with just a standard gyro-enabled controller on my PC now. But, yeah. For those reasons, a hacked Wii U is a very good Wii U. Oh, also, if you're willing to put Nintendo on your Wii U, then you can play GameCube ISOs. Basically, GameCube ROMs. So, yeah. For those reasons, I would say that a Wii U in 2003 is worth it. Yeah, no! Alright. Give me a sec. Plush says, Sev, what's some money? And why did I get so many monies after drawing something so disgusting? Clarita says, oh, that's only a shirtless man you drew, Sev. He's still wearing pants, you know. Nothing about disgusting. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Plush. Jeff, say the butter line? Oh, the Nutter Butter line. I think I said that in my cancelable live stream. I'm not gonna have a part 2 of that. Yeah. Owies. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the Wii U. Yeah, I pretty much said my spiel. A hacked Wii U is a very good Wii U. Oh, and unlike a Nintendo Switch, Nintendo's not gonna come after you for hacking your Wii U console, more than likely. It's not a guarantee, but it's much, much less likely that Nintendo will come after you for homebrewing your Wii U than your Switch. Whoa. Mostly just because Nintendo doesn't seem to care, like, at all about the Wii U. And why should they? It was one of their worst home console failures of all time. If not, well, their absolute worst failure for a home console of all time. The GameCube came in second, and it was like 16 million units ahead of the Wii U. So, yeah. Point of the story is, you're at much less of a risk of getting shut out of your Nintendo account, or having your console banned from your from online play and all that, if you hack your Wii U versus your Switch. So for me, it was absolutely worth it. I want a Wii U mainly for modding, says Plush. At this point, that's the only like good reason to get a Wii U. One of the only good reasons to get a Wii U. Like, there are still a few exclusive games on the Wii U that have not come to the Switch yet. Star Fox Zero, Yoshi's Woolly World, and why am I doing this? And Xenoblade Chronicles X are the big ones I can think of, but I think there's more. So there's a couple of like main, oh yeah, the Wii U versions of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Those are favorites to bring up. All of those are still on the Wii U, so I guess that would be a fair reason to want to buy a Wii U aside from hacking. But really, in 2023, most people look at the Wii U for its hacking potential. Jeff, have you come into contact with Nintendo ninjas, says Robert. No. Yes, indirectly. There was one time when I was downloading a whole bunch of GameCube games via a torrent. And, am I missing something here? I guess I'll find out. I was downloading a bunch of GameCube games via torrent. Which, if you don't know what that means... Yeah, I missed something. If you don't know what that means, it's basically just when you establish a peer-to-peer connection with other people that download, like they each have a packet of the data, and you all download it and upload it to each other. There's no server. Like, the peer-to-peer connection just basically means the people act without a server. And I did a torrent of the GameCube games, and I woke up the next morning and I had an email from my internet service provider, and it said that Nintendo contacted them about something that I was doing, And they're like, if we see another incursion or another incident about you downloading stuff like this, or if Nintendo reaches out to us again, we're gonna cut off your service. I'm like, oh, shoot! So I didn't do that again. I found an alternative website, and there is a server that has all these GameCube games as zip files. And I think that makes it more difficult to trace or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you the website. You're going to have to figure it out for yourself, or DM me and I'll let you know. But yeah, I find that that has been the more safe way to go. And I have not been contacted directly nor indirectly by Nintendo Ninja since. So there you go. Wow. Alright, I gotta catch up on a couple comments. Aurora says, I actively got upset every Nintendo Direct when they constantly had 3DS news, but only like one Wii U thing per Direct. Understandable, the Wii U was very poorly supported. Well, poorly represented in those Nintendo Directs. I think at some point Nintendo was like, yeah, this is a failure. Let's just work on the Switch. Let's get that going as fast as possible. And frankly, I can't blame them, but as a Wii U owner, I feel your pain. Oh shoot. Time to get a VPN. How they find out is because it's peer-to-peer, they can join the torrent and find the IP addresses of people downloading, says Aurora. That makes sense. I think that's why, after finding that server, I haven't really had any problems. But I find that, you know, peer-to-peer connections, especially with sensitive things like GameCube games, it's not really worth the risk. Robert says, Jeff. Oh, sorry, I already read that one. Plush says, Yoshi's Woolly World is on 3DS, and I have that, so I don't see a reason for getting a Wii U for that, says Plush. Jeff, are you confessing to crime, says Solar Flare. No? Yes. I cannot confirm nor deny that I owned those GameCube games. A good number of them I did own. But a good number of them I didn't. Hey, if Nintendo's not gonna sell them, what you want me to do? Give my money to a third-party seller who does not give any money to Nintendo? Nah, fam. That's how I justify it. Nintendo's not getting any money. The game stores aren't getting any money. It's just some guy on eBay that's selling the game for way more than it's probably worth. I ain't about that. So, that's my justification. Criminal! Jeff, I'm already hyped for Megamind Jeff Discord night, says Solar Flare. If it happens. Which at this point it sounds like it probably will. Enough people seem excited for it that eventually it will probably be a thing. Jeff, do you know Jonah Hill? No, I don't. One of the main reasons that I want a Wii U is because I want to play Xenoblade Chronicles X, says Robert. Depending on how much you like the Xenoblade Chronicles games, which it seems like you're pretty invested in them, it may or may not be worth it, because I don't know that Xenoblade Chronicles will ever get a remake or a port. Though it's not impossible, especially considering how port-happy Nintendo has been in recent memory. I don't know. If that's the only reason you want a Wii U, it might be worth holding out and seeing if they end up putting it out on the Switch. I guess that's my advice to you. If a Wii U interests you for more than just Xenoblade Chronicles X, and it is less than the MSRP on eBay, at that point I would consider it. I would even advise it, to be honest. Like, I think that the Wii U is a great console, especially a modded one. And frankly, when I can emulate games on my Wii U versus my PC, I will. Just because I prefer to capture my games through a capture card instead of through a source record plugin on OBS. And I just prefer the experience more. It's just a preferable experience for me because, well, just the controller remapping by itself is better in my opinion. There's other features you're missing out on, but the controller remapping, it's fantastic in the Wii U emulators, the Virtual Console emulators. But, yeah. I guess that's my advice. He's an actor. He played Hal in Megamind. This is Solar Flare. Okay. I usually buy physical games because emulation is still piracy unless you actually own the game. Says Plush. Yes, it is. How much longer for the stream? Asks Solar Flare. I mean, I'm an hour and 10 minutes in, but I'd say within the next hour I'll be wrapped up. Well, there are other games too, but Xenoblade Chronicles X is on top of my list. That makes sense. Can I confess something? Says Robert. Sure. By all means. J-Dog says, I've been watching a good bit of stuff about Smash Bros. Melee, and honestly, I love the way of unlocking characters in that game, how each one is unique, and by the end you have 26 characters to play. I'm gonna head out. It's 5:12, says Solar Flare. Sounds good, man. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. You're a legend for staying up till 4 a.m. your time to catch the stream, just to maintain your streak. That's legendary. But go get yourself some sleep. You deserve it. Take care, Solar Flare. See you next week. I'm gonna doze off to the stream. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that animation before. That was kind of adorable. Like, that's so cute. So I'll still be here. Might chat more, says Solar Flare. Okie doke. Oh no! Sev. Whoa, look at all those clouds. I love clouds. I really love clouds. Draw some clouds. Clouds! Some random guy. Shut up about clouds! Someone I know said their 6-year-old nieces and nephews were playing Melee today. I immediately called them hipsters. That's hilarious. And that's also awesome. My cousin's, well, I should say my cousin's husband. He's a Nintendo nerd. And he has, like, a bunch of old consoles. He has an old CRT that I've played Yoshi's Story on. That was fantastic. Also, Yoshi's Story looks so much better on a CRT TV. I can't even describe it. But anyway, he said that... Well, he posted, like, a picture on Facebook of his 2 daughters playing... Or 2 of his daughters, I should say. He has, like, 4 or 5 daughters at this point. And no sons. But anyway. He posted a picture on Facebook and said... It showed his daughters playing Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. And he said, by the time I'm done, my kids will think they grew up in the 90s. And I'm like, I want to do that with my kids. So my kids will be playing a lot of old games. They'll be playing a lot of newer games too. I want them to be well-rounded. Wait, what was the point of this? Melee is overrated. I've played it. It's a Solar Flare. Jeff, have you seen my confession? No. I didn't see it come through. Hang on. I've never watched Megamind, says Robert. That's okay. But I would recommend it. Megamind is fantastic. I love how they take the superhero story plotline and really turn it on its head. I just love it for that. It's a movie that... I wouldn't say that it necessarily has a big twist or anything. Kinda does, but not like a huge one that you couldn't see coming. But I think it's just a fantastic play on the superhero movie idea, and it breathed fresh life into that formula. I'll have to figure out how to do movie night for Megamind. It's not on Netflix anymore, is it? I was gonna say I could just use my PS4, but the PS4 has a an HDCP protocol that blocks you from watching movies and stuff and capturing it with a capture card. No, I'll buy it for you. It's a Solar Flare. Well, I mean, I could borrow the movie from someone else, but I don't know how I would actually stream that. Unless I, like, borrowed someone's DVD player and just hooked it up via composite. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. Solar Flashes, if you're cool with it, I could buy it for you. No, man, like I said, I can source the movie myself. That's not a problem. The problem is actually capturing the footage and streaming it over Discord. That's the big problem. This is why you have a Plex server, Jeff. Just set up a camera. Quality doesn't matter. It's a solar flare. I mean, I guess, but you know me. I'm a perfectionist. It's gotta be perfect. But we'll figure that out. It might not be for a while, but if we ever do decide to do it, I will figure it out. Oh, I know, piracy, says Solar Flare. Attaboy, Solar Flare, you're catching on. I missed something in the level, and I must go... Well, I think I have an idea of where it probably is. Download a computer file! Now, I actually don't know how to download movies. I know how to download games. I don't know how to download movies. There was this one website called Popcorn Time that I watched some movies on. Jeff was just pretending to not know how to get the movie. No, I don't know how to get the movie via piracy. I'd have to, like, actively look into that. But, I do know how to download games. Anyway. Hello, sorry I came in so late, says 4Neo. No problem, thank you for tuning in. Welcome, 4Neo, to the finale of Super Princess Peach. How are you doing? You're a bad influence, says Solar Flare. Yeehaw, says Tyon. Welcome, Tyon. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the finale of Super Princess Peach. How are you doing? I'm just gonna fly through this. I mean, I know I'm supposed to use, like, these, I know I'm supposed to use these blocks, like, primarily through the whole thing, but, you know, I've got a bunch of flying power. I may as well use it. Jeff! Sorry. Hang on. Jeff, is Ganon your favorite boss in Tears of the Kingdom? I'd have to think on that for a little bit. Seb, good morning, girl boss. Monica, is that a nickname or of endearment or an insult? Seb, both. 4Neo says you deserve more subs than Mr. Beast. I appreciate it, 4Neo. I don't necessarily agree. Mr. Beast really works hard for that, but thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get back to it. I think that was the last thing that I needed in this level. And so now I can just rush to the end. I'm gonna get there. I will get there. And then we'll move on to 8-5. The last normal world before the last 3 post-game levels. Jeff, give me 20,000 and you'll be on board with him. It's a Solar Flare. Who? Mr. Beast? I'm going to use my $20,000 that I would give you towards my renovations for my house. Wait a minute. No, wait, that's correct. Oh, I'm not looking forward to paying for all those renovations, but they need to be done. My windows are terrible. No! Come back! Hopefully I can beat Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow, says Robert. Is Ganon my favorite boss in Tears of the Kingdom? That is a pretty tough question, honestly. I think the boss that I had the most fun with was that boss of the Wind Temple. I really liked that boss. Ganon was a good boss too. Felt more fleshed out than the Breath of the Wild Ganon fight. But I will say, I don't know, like, you know what? It was a good fight. I liked it. Yeah, I can't really say too much negative about the Ganon fight. It was a good fight. Jeff, sing the highest note you can from a song. Hit the Take On Me high note. Oh boy. Let's try it. Take on me, take on me, take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. There you go. Yeah, the Wind Temple boss is my favorite so far, says Robert. Nice. That was a really solid fight. And I found like a shadow version of him in the depths. That was amazing. Oh dang, you actually did it, says Solar Flare. Heck yeah. My falsetto's a little weak, but it's strong enough to... Oh, yes. It's strong enough to hit that note. That was actually really good, says Tyon. Thank you. Too bad Jacob's not here to post some Skillet lyrics. Jeff, that was excellent, says Tryhard Gamer Gal. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. Y'all are making me blush. Ah! No! Stop us! Ah! Oh! Hang on. I will get back to your comments in just a second, plush. Like a whisper of defeat in a porta-john, says Tryhard Gamer Gal. Jeff, have you ever played a Pokemon game? I have not. I have not. I was not allowed to as a kid, so I never got into it. Honestly, one of the most ridiculous melee characters to unlock is Mewtwo. You legit need to play a match for 20 hours. You can take it down to 6 with 4 players, but that's still too much. Oh yeah, I agree. But yeah, Monica is Beauteous the Lover because Hawk got married and his wife also got cloned and they both died and the clone of his wife became Monica. This is Tryhard Gamer Gal. Interesting. Robert says, like I said, you should try out for America's Got Talent. Says Robert. I don't think I'm that talented, but I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Definitely needed that. Alright, Solar Flare is posting some Skillet lyrics. This is how we rise up, heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up, heart is beating faster, feels like thunder, magic static, call me a fanatic, the Yoshi Fanatic. It's our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up, it's our resistance, you can't resist us. Oh. Definitely needed the water for that one. Okay. Whew. Let me try and not die this time. I will get back to the comments as soon as I'm done with this auto-scrolling section. Whew. Also, it is very hot in here. I'm getting sweaty. Excuse me. Okay. Auto-scrolling section over. Everyone I've ever known has unlocked Mewtwo by leaving their GameCube on all night, says Aurora. That sounds like it would do the trick. Give up gaming and become a singer, says Tyon. Jeff, you need a sob story. Kill me and say your best friend was murdered. Never gets old. You introduced me to Skillet. I'm glad. Skillet is definitely worthy of a listen from pretty much everybody that likes, you know, metal or anything hard rock. I miss Yoshi's Island DS Part 9, says Solar Flare. That was a good one. Do gorillas have tails? Intense thinking intensifies. They likely have tailbones, but no, I don't believe that they have tails. Similarly to humans, we have tailbones, but we do not have tails. Retrospective J says hi. Hey, Retrospective J. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the finale of Super Princess Peach. Barring any additional post-game content. I hope that this is the end of it. Anyway, how are you doing? What's your thoughts on the new 2D Sonic games, says Robert? I think I've said before that I'm glad that they're putting one out, but as with pretty much any new 2D Sonic games, I worry that they lean on the old art style and like the allure of the nostalgia way too much. They're all like, well, we all know the Sonic games were better back in the day. We're just gonna make another one of those. It makes me miss when they were innovating with the series more. I'm sure that they add in more like gameplay mechanics, like the whole 4-player multiplayer thing is great. I'm glad that they're adding that in, though I wonder how that's actually going to play in practice. Regardless, that's great that they're adding stuff, but I miss when they really used to, you know, they really used to innovate more, like really push the boundaries with 2D Sonic. Like the Sonic Advance games, the Sonic Rush games, like those were all significantly different, and they didn't like really rely on nostalgia to be the big selling point like the more recent Sonic 2D games like Sonic Mania and this upcoming one, Superstars. I worry about that with the Sonic 2D games, but as long as people keep eating it up, then they're gonna sell. That's just how it is. But I can't really complain either way because I am not a Sonic fan. So I did actually play Sonic Rush 2. Sonic Rush 2. I do remember that game to some extent. I remember enjoying it, though I don't typically enjoy Sonic's games. So I guess I can't really say much on that. Okay. Jeff, it's 5:30. I'm going for real this time, says Solar Flare. Get some sleep, my dude. You deserve it. Have a good night. Have a good week. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Sev, I was born with no clothes on. Monica says, same. And that goes with both times I was born. Beautio, same story with me. Glorita, to be expected. Frank, that was me too. Well, everyone's born without clothes. Aside from Yoshi, he has shoes when he's born. Forneo says, I'm the type of person who joins a live stream and every now and then says something completely off topic in the stream. That's fair enough. I definitely have those. Well, the art style looks different enough from the OG classic 2D game, says Tyon. Does it? I mean, it looks pretty similar to me. What about Super Mario Bros. Wonder? You can control Yoshi in that game. I don't like how the Sonic Advance games have pits, says Retrospective J. I'll get back to the Super Mario thing in a minute. It doesn't have that pixel art. It's like the classic Sonic from Sonic Generation, says Robert. Oh. Oh, okay. My lore, says Tryhard. I think I read that. Hi, hon. Okay. About Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I cannot wait for it. And yeah, Yoshi is going to be playable in that game. Which, imagine if Yoshi was a Pokemon, says Forneo. I actually have seen a meme of like Yoshi coming up to what's his name? The Frog Ninja guy. Who wears his neck like a scarf. And Yoshi like tries to mimic him by wrapping his tongue around his neck like a scarf. And then like one of the big Pokemon with like a really big tongue comes over, he's like, blah! So that was funny. Anyway. Greninja. Thanks, Tyon. It feels so odd that I can still remember Solar Flare's old Starlo profile picture. No. That was not Solar Flare. That was someone else. For some reason, I can never quite remember his name, but he went by Starlo295. And then he went by Spider-Man for a while. Gosh, why can't I remember his name? I remember his YouTube aliases, but I can't really remember his name. What's funny is you need to unlock every character to do target mode with all of them. Just unlock Mr. Game & Watch, says J-Dog. Jeepers! Tyon says, I think you might be right. I think I am right, Tyon. Anyway, getting back to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I am ecstatic. positively giddy that Yoshi is going to be a playable character in that game. Though I am beginning to concede the idea that Yoshi will likely be an easy mode character. And that fills me with a bit of sadness. It will probably keep me from playing him the majority of the time in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The thing that really has me convinced right now that that Yoshi is likely going to be the easy mode character is I watched a Game Explain video of like secrets in the Mario Wonder trailer that you might have missed, and it was like part 2 or something. Normally I don't really watch Game Explain stuff. There was that recent tiff, not recent, but a while ago there was that tiff between members of the team not getting paid well or something like that. And after that, it kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth, so I didn't really watch Game Explain after that. Anyway, I was watching this one video by them that was going over the trailer, and they're convinced that Yoshi is an easy mode character, mostly because of the fact that his flutter jump will likely make things much easier for like younger players. But also, they showed that Yoshi may very well be the no damage character, the character that cannot take damage from enemy attacks. As shown in the trailer with the 4 Yoshis on screen all at the same time, there were all those rockets that were coming down, and it looked like the green Yoshi was supposed to have been hit by the rocket, but he kind of just phased through. It's kind of up in the air for me a little bit, because it looked like it might have just been a weird hitbox thing. Like, it looked like Yoshi should have been hit, but maybe the hitbox was just out of range of that rocket. And given how Nintendo isn't like the most technologically advanced video game company, I can certainly see that hitbox being a thing. But I also concede the point that it's very possible that Yoshi just doesn't take damage from enemy attacks, and he will be the easy mode character. And again, that makes me sad, because I do not play easy mode characters. I do not play easy mode characters because I am a person who plays video games in his late 20s. I should not be playing easy mode characters. So, yeah. That said, even if he is easy mode, I will absolutely play him for at least footage sake, but also just because of curiosity's sake and how much I like Yoshi. Wishful thinking, says Retrospective J. Oh, I agree. It's a long shot. And it's me, like, really holding on to hope that he's not an easy mode character, but, you know, like I said, that seems very likely that he is at this point, and that makes me sad. Did you know that Fairly Odd Parents was originally gonna be called Oh My Gosh Parents? No, I didn't know that. J-Dog says, a gaming magazine posted a fake secret that you needed to trade Dratini. Have your friend train it up to Dragonite, trade back, go to the Mewtwo spot, give Firestone, and it would evolve into Yoshi. Oh man. I'll just have to play the game 1 time with Mario and the other time with Yoshi, says Robert. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the structure of the game is going to be. In all likelihood, I will play some levels as Yoshi just to get the experience of playing a proper 2D Mario game as Yoshi, a playable character. That's a huge thing for me. There it is. I knew there was something down here. Like, I knew there was a secret in this area. How to unlock Among Us Smeesh Bratz Alter Gate. You have to go to the menu and yell "Sus!" into the console. The menu screen will then fade to black. Then turn on Among Us and go back to Smeesh Bratz. Says Forneo. This would make an excellent April Fool's post. Yoshi Dino! Says Tryhard. Indeed. Everyone's favorite cute dino, as described in Mario Party DS. Everyone's favorite cute dino. I concur! He's at least my favorite cute dino. Though that's not a secret. Owies! Let's go! This area is kind of a pain. It's not like it's that hard, it's just takes a lot of time. Yeah, oh well. Gosh, there's so many torches you have to light, my dude. He's my favorite cute dino too! This is Plush. I cannot say that I blame you. He is positively adorable. Love Yoshi. Fantastic character, one of Nintendo's best. I'm only slightly biased. Only slightly. Come along with me. Light this torch for me, please. We can wander through the castle and do so as we please. I mean, you saw that sand sculpture I made of him. It says Try Hard Gamer Gal. I did, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Oh, crud. Ah, he eated me! Eat it. I feel my voice going, guys. I feel my voice going. After all that singing earlier, I'm not completely surprised. Worth. Okay. Good night and have a good week, Jeff, says Robert. Robert, thank you very much for tuning into the stream. 1 second, before you go, Robert, before you go, you have reached out to me and requested to be moderator, and you do fulfill the requirements that I put forth for moderator status. So congratulations, you are now a moderator. Congratulations, Robert. Now perform your moderator duties. I have made my request known. Cops. This is a senior citizen's arrest. Me. But I'm not a senior citizen, am I? J-Dog says, I remember another April Fool's magazine said that you could level a Lickitung up to 100, hold the Game Boy upside down, and then it would evolve into Luigi, with his typing being plumber. Huh. Huh. That's all I have to say about that is, huh. Is this the last level, asks Retrospective J. Yes? Thanks a lot, Jeff, says Robert. No problem. Okay, so. Yes, this is the last normal level. But there is the Bowser fight after this. And, I think I'll save the Bowser fight for after I've done the last 3 post-game levels. Because I want to see if something super special happens after you've beaten Bowser after having completed all the rest of the main levels. I don't know if it actually will or not, but we'll see. So we have 3 more levels to beat, and they should go, I don't want to say faster, but they should be more painless, because there's only one secret thing hidden at the end of each level. That's how these extra levels seem to go. Is, you know, the other post-game levels are just replaying the other levels and getting like 3 puzzle pieces and maybe 1 other thing. And like that's a lot. It really is a lot. But these ones, I actually appreciate these a bit more because I actually appreciate them a bit more just because of the fact that you know, it's pretty much just a challenge-filled set of levels that you know, test your mastery of the base mechanics in this game, and does not, like, they're not super explorative levels. They're not super exploration based. They tend to be more platforming challenge more than anything, which again I appreciate, because the platforming mechanics in this game are pretty good, and that's what I tend to enjoy more anyway. But I do enjoy the, it's a refreshing change of pace, I'll say that. Just to wrap it all around to the main point, it's a refreshing change of pace, and I appreciate that these levels exist. And they tend to be shorter. They tend to be harder, but shorter. OMG, lol, last level for real, not clickbait, says 4Neo. Pretty much. Sev says, Monica, Monica, how did you and Beauteous first meet? Well, more so your originals. How did they meet? Monica, well, you see, Beauteous's original, invaded my country, and me and my crew. What the heck? A comment isn't showing up. The heck? Says J-Dog. That's YouTube being YouTube for you. Well, that was interesting. Ah! He's mad. Alright, where's this puzzle piece and or minigame? There it is, minigame. You got toe jump level 10, let's go! Had to get him out of the country, and after that he, well, he changed for the better. And then a lot happened. It's complicated. Says Plush. Turnip! I keep getting those turnips, man. I keep doing it. I just can't stop getting the turnips. Can't stop, won't stop. The article also said 2 moves Luigi learned was mustache slap and family reunion. This is J-Dog. You gotta love / hate those April Fool's articles. I remember one that had me convinced was this one saying that you could unlock Yoshi as a playable character in Super Mario Galaxy by, like, stomping out all of the Goombas on the Yoshi-shaped, or the Yoshi head-shaped planet in that one galaxy. Just stomp on all the Goombas without touching the ground, and then spin out the flames, and then then a Yoshi egg will appear on the nose of the planet. Then you have to pick it up, and yeah, then you have to pick it up, and then grab the star, and then Yoshi will be on the observatory. As a playable character. And that was one that I was like, oh, I want this to be true! And then it wasn't, obviously. It was an April Fool's joke. Cruel joke for a Yoshi fan. Cruel, cruel joke. Oh well. Peach can use all of these emotions, so what emotion does she have when you don't press an emotion? Wow! Alright, let me get back to that. They're so fast! They're so fast! That's a good question for Neo. I guess she doesn't really, like, just her standard, okay, emotion. Whatever you could consider that. Like, I'm just feeling, you know, yeah. Alright. It's like when you ask, hey, how's your day going? And then they're like, oh, it's alright. That's the emotion. Go, Peach, go! These sections are fun. I like them. Oh my goodness, I need to do a short hop there. Alright, let me catch up on some comments here. There was that April Fool's magazine saying Waluigi was playable in Mario 64 DS. To be honest, that's kind of believable. Kinda. Question: do you like the Mario Galaxy games better, or games like Mario 64 Sunshine and Odyssey? Asks Retrospective J. definitely Mario 64 and Odyssey. Questionable about Sunshine, but I like the format of Sunshine better than Galaxy. I'll say that. I don't know if I prefer it as a game overall, but I certainly prefer that format, the sandbox format of Mario games. I feel like it should go without saying, but I'll say it anyway. I like the Mario Galaxy games a lot. They were a lot of fun, but I definitely prefer the sandbox style of Mario games. They're just, I don't know, more my speed. And Mario 64 is my favorite video game of all time. So, there you have it. Alright, give me that star. Monica, that's it! I'm killing this annoying bird! Sev, with an incredibly stern look on his face, you're a monster. Freezes Monica and walks away. Monica, in thought, Sev, what the... Forneo says, someone said, why is cheese green? And I answered, because Yoshi is cheese now. And then Yoshi popped out of the cheese and ate the other guy. Huh. Interesting. Although cheese isn't green. At least not the cheese that I eat. Is there any green cheese? Oh crud, I'm dead. Mario Sunshine being the only Mario game with voice acting. The water's great, eh, Junior? Wahahaha! The water's great, eh, Junior? Junior, I've got something difficult to tell you about Princess Peach. I know she's not really my mama. Or how about,
What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
No, boys, don't touch that stuff. Spoiled cheese is green, I think, says Forneo. If you let it get moldy enough. Wait. Is one of my previous comments false? Could you actually get through these sections if you did not have the Floatbrella power-up? I don't know. Because I feel like that's the Floatbrella mechanic, but Perry also has that sort of animation when his, when the Floatbrella runs out. Green eggs and ham. He doesn't like green eggs and ham. He doesn't like green eggs and ham. Take this hammer, bro. Your hammers are nothing compared to my parasol. Get out of here. These ladders are an interesting new addition. Gosh, this is long. Okay, finally made it through that hellscape. Okay. Can those things hurt me? It would appear not. Wow. I was afraid. I was petrified. Okay. Made it. This is the last screen of the last post-game level. Whoa! Ow! They're determined to make it difficult. Well, they should. It's the final post-game level. Ow. Well, that's a lot of coins. Ow! I wish this was a new IP instead, says Retrospective J. Interesting. I don't have a problem with it being Super Princess Peach, with the same art style. Interesting. Is there a reason why you don't, you would prefer it not to be Princess Peach? Mario in jail is a sight I will always cherish. Legit, the beginning of the game, Mario gets thrown place to place and he is just okay with it, says J-Dog. Let's see what's in the shop here. Is there anything? No, there's one last thing that's on back order. Try again later. Okay, I think I've completed everything except for the final fight with Bowser. Because I don't like the idea of Peach saving Mario and Luigi, says Retrospective J. Interesting. I don't really have a problem with it. I don't know. Mario and Luigi have saved Princess Peach enough times. It's her turn. It's her turn to repay the favor. I do want to skip this. All right, let's take down Bowser. Though that's a fair assertion, Retrospective J. It definitely does. It definitely does. You know, not go along with the norms of the Mario series. That being, you know, Mario rescues the princess. So it definitely breaks some traditions. Which I don't really have a problem with that, but I can see why people would. Rah! Come here, you. Easiest boss fight ever. Spaghetti! Imagine if there was a way to use voice chat in chat, says Forneo. That could get messy. Hopefully she doesn't get captured and taken to one of his 7 Koopa hotels. Yeah, right, G-Dog? Alright, let's go, Bowser. Wow! Ow! I forget how to damage this guy. I guess it's just flame him enough. Bring it on, dude. Yeah, now he's happy. You won't like him when he's happy. Ow. Boy, I'm doing fantastic. Oh. Let's, whoa! I recovered some health, at least. Ah! Poink. Owies. One more hit, Bowsy. Okay, now he's mad. Can I damage him in this maddened state? The answer is yes. I watched an animation that recapped Super Princess Peach, and the Hammer Bros fight is almost literally how it's presented in that animation. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, we can skip this. And now I have full everything again. I should probably retain my my vibe power for if I get too low health. And well, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Drop those bombs, dude. Ouch. I did not time that right whatsoever. Ah. Jeepers! Good job, Jeff. Vibe power. Let's try our gamer gal. I mean, what else do you want me to call it? My mana bar? What the? What? Ow! I really need to get the timing back for this. I can't see where Retro was coming from. She gets captured being helpless all these times. You're telling me an umbrella with a face is the one deciding fate between Bowser defeating her? This is J-Dog. Owies. I don't know, like... I don't know. I feel like plenty of people have said, like, Princess Peach is always the one who gets captured, you know? Like, we need something different here. I feel like plenty of people have said that before. Ah! I'm glad you can acknowledge my comments, unlike other other YouTubers, says Forneo. I mean, it certainly helps that I have a smaller subscriber base. Which most people tend to see as a positive. And I would agree. Like, it means that I can be more interactive with you guys. And I definitely prefer that. Alright, before we move on to the final phase, let's get a little bit more vibe power. Oh, come on, dude. Why is he just like, that didn't work that time? Sev says, oh, I can see, says J-Dog. Oh, okay. Sev, whoa, what's the strange device? It looks like it controls emotions. Monica, Frank, I'm telling you, just let me. Sev activates the vibe scepter. Monica feels happy. I really want to help. Wow, what a mood change, says Frank. Come at me, bro. That'll do. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Okay. Don't want to activate that too early. I can activate it now. Get that out of there. Oh, jeez! No, Forneo, this video is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not a mobile gaming sort. Yeah, boy! Very nice. Very nice indeed. We've done it. I think we've officially done all of the post-game content. I think and I hope. 4! Nice shot! That's pretty fantastic. Lol, the vibe scepter, and the fact the ending says it can be found in your mom's closet. Really, Nintendo? How is Mario holding all those flowers in his hat? I guess it's not that ridiculous. Huh? The vibe scepter. You remember the ending in Super Princess Peach? One thing about that scepter, no one knows who created it or why, but somewhere, someone might be possibly using it right now. What? Your dad got mad at you the other day, you say? Your mom's been laughing happily a lot. Maybe, just maybe, the vibe scepter is hidden away in your house somewhere. Oh, man. Nope. Not subtle in the slightest. Let's go, says Forneo. Yes! We beat the game again. Can we skip these credits? I think probably. Nope. Lamau, Lamau, Lamau! Says J-Dog. Yeah, we can't skip these credits. So we're just gonna have to let them fly. Let them go. Let them do their thing. And then we'll see what happened with the rest of the post-game content. Is there any more for us to do? We can't add Waluigi to Smash, but we sure can add some random game character that no one knows about, says Forneo. To Smeesh? What was all of your favorite DLC character announcement for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? I don't know that I really had a favorite. I guess the Banjo-Kazooie one was a pretty big deal. Minecraft, says J-Dog. That one was huge. Like, when I saw that, I'm like, no way! Steve, says Forneo. Seems to be Steve is a very popular pick. The end! Oh, executive producer Satoru Iwata. We've done it! All rights, including the copyrights of game, scenario, music, and program, reserved by Nintendo. Hooray! I got it ruined, but it was still legendary, says J-Dog. For sure. Alright, let's see what happens now. Does anything happen? Is there anything I haven't done yet? Is there something in the shop? What? What do you mean that's on back order and try again later? What do you mean? I've done everything. Well. Huh? Where'd the music go? Was that a glitch? Probably. Yeah, that was a glitch. Monica, aha! I see what's been going on. You've been messing with my emotions. Sev, Monica, mwahahaha! You shall grant me eternal happiness! BTS, Monica, what are you holding? Did you know gaming made a Smash, false rumors vid saying that rumors about Minecraft were all false? That vid was made a day before Minecraft was announced for Smash. Lol. Cheapers. Talk about timing. Guys, I've done everything. What else is there for me to do, aside from maybe the minigames? Well, I guess let's just go do all the minigames. Hold on. So I got all the puzzles. Do I have to do all of the puzzles? What else do I need to do? Bonus? What's the question marks? Guys, I've worked so hard for this. What else do I need to do? I got everything. Do I need to beat all the levels of the minigames? I don't know, let's try it. You guys up for some minigames? Let's go, let's do it. Should be able to beat these all pretty quickly, except for the Toad shot. That one's gonna be a little bit trickier. It would be cool if there was a game where you play through someone's life, and when your character passes away, it says the end, and credits everyone your character met in their life. That sounds like an interesting idea. Ahoy there, Jeff! Sorry for being late! I was out, lol. How's the stream going, says Brainpick. It's going pretty well. Yeah, it's going pretty well. We just finished up the main content of the game, and there's one last thing hidden behind some sort of requirement that I'm not aware of. I don't know what else I need to do. So I'm trying to beat every level in these minigames, hoping that that gives me the big unlockable thing. How are you, Brainpick? Either way, even if I don't get that big hidden thing, I am going to make this the finale of Super Princess Peach. Seb, that's the Vibe Scepter Monica's holding! BDS, the what? Oh, crud, I already did this one. Come on, no, get me out of here. No. 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 Okay. I wonder if I have the microphone working now in this DS emulator, because when I was talking loud, it seemed to do a thing. Ah! Nope. I tried. It did not work. Alright. So I am going to try and do all of these minigame levels just because, again, that seems to be the only thing left that I haven't done. Well, that and completing all the puzzles. Like, I got all the puzzle pieces, but I haven't, like, done the puzzles. So, if I still haven't unlocked the thing after all these minigames, then I will do the puzzles. Also, this Toad Jump minigame is so much easier now that I have... I know I've said this before, but this Toad minigame is so much easier now that I have the microphone function mapped to a button press. If you see your child smiling at their phone, it doesn't mean they have a boyfriend/girlfriend. Maybe they're watching the Yoshi Fanatic, says 4Neo. I like that theory. I like that theory a lot. Once completing the game 100%, replaying every level without taking damage, and baking Mario a cake without Bowser noticing, you may play as Daisy for 1 minute, says Brainpick. Boy, that sounds about right. Mini games, mega games, micro games, macro games, Cosmo games, Omega games, Alpha games. That's a lot of games. Oh, jeepers! We're going for it, though. We're doing it. I'm determined. I really want to get whatever that secret thing is. I don't remember what it is. But I want it. I really do. I will play all of these minigames. Let's go, Pokies. What you got? What you got, Piranha Plants? What you got? Spinies? Whatever those things are! I'm gonna have so many coins by the end of this. Go back. Level 9. Let's do it. Even if you don't, you can still look it up on Google, says J-Dog. That's a fair point. I'll say this. If, after beating all the minigames and doing all the puzzles, does not net me the reward, then I will just Google it. I don't want to stoop to that level, but I'll just Google it and see if, like, oh, there's one thing that I've missed. Hey, Jeff, I'm back. I couldn't fall asleep, says Robert. Well, welcome back. I have finished the game, but I have not gotten the 100% completion reward. Whatever it is. I think I have to beat all these minigames, so that's what I'm doing now. Whatever those things are applies to a lot of Mario enemies, to be honest, says Plush. Fair point. I found it funny that, like, out of all characters to say, whatever those things are, it was Spinies. Like, why not make it Spike Tops? Who the heck knows what a Spike Top is? I don't know. I just thought it was a funny choice. And just the look of disappointment on the Spinies' faces. They're like, hey, whatever those things are. Oh. It was pretty great. 100 coins! Alright, so we've done all the Toad Jump levels. Now let's do the Toad Totes. Boy. We can do this, guys. We can do it. The rest of these I can just do with my mouse. So I will do just that. I will put the controller down for now, and I will just sit here and pretend I'm playing a PC game. For all intents and purposes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Sitting here with, like, my fingers on the WASD keys, pretending that I'm, like, ready to go, ready to play some third person or first person. Oh, shoot. Jeff, swap the screens, lol. Good idea! Fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. I don't know why I didn't think to do that earlier. Jeff, have you tried this, the Grimace Shake? Says Robert. No, I haven't. Is it any good? Shakes are not my favorite thing. I don't mind them, but they're not my favorite thing. Ah! Poor Spinies, though, says Brainpick. I agree. Everyone talks about Spinies, but what about Spike Tops? The red buzzy beetles with the spike on top. The true OGs. Guys, trivia for you. Though I'm sure that most of you will probably get it. What was the first game that Spike Tops appeared in? I love how I'm just playing this like a PC game. Just sitting here with my, like, in my gamer pose with my keyboard and mouse in hand. Not that the keyboard really does anything, like I can totally take my hand off the keyboard and I'll be fine. New Super Mario Bros. DS, says J-Dog. No. Good guess, though. Oh crap, I'm playing it again. I was literally about to hit the escape key. Like, oh, that'll work. Spike Tops were in Mario World, right? Yes, they were, Brain Pick. They first appeared in Mario World. That was the first game that Spinies appeared in, to my knowledge. Certainly the first game they were name dropped in the credits. Okay. This one felt a bit shorter, which I don't mind. Oh, this is J-Dog. Super Mario World, says Robert. Oh, golly goodness, wowie, wow. Wowie zowie. Yeah, it's pretty good, but I had bitter milkshakes before, says Robert. What flavor is that milkshake? And I don't really know who Grimace is. It seems like he's the purple mascot for McDonald's. I don't know the significance of Grimace. Boy, what has Bowser done to the poor Toad Town? Like, this is unforgivable, Bowser. Come on, what are you doing? Wow. Wait, this looks awful familiar. Didn't I just do this? But now with blue flames? And like maybe a couple extra obstacles, like the layout still seems the same. Yeah, the layout's exactly the same. Just with a couple extra things. He's a taste bud, says J-Dog. Yeah, I remember playing Super Mario World for the first time a couple years ago. And when I saw them, I went, what are those? Did they kill me? And they sure did. See, that's why I'm saying Spike Top should have been the thing that Bowser said, whatever those things are! Because they're not Buzzy Beetles, they're not Spinies. Kind of like a... Anyone want fried mushrooms? They're kind of like a mix between the two. Okay. Yeah, I feel like these are pre-existing layouts that they're just making harder. Like, I feel like I just did this. Yeah, like that's the exact same layout. Again, just a couple different obstacles. Like, it's pretty much the same exact layout aside from just that. Not that I'm complaining, it makes it a little easier on me. No, I'm serious. Grimace is officially a taste bud. Oh, that's what you were talking about. He's a taste bud. What the heck? That's hilarious. He is a taste bud. Which taste does he represent? Sweet, sour, spicy? Umami? Am I missing one? And there's 5, right? Bitter. Is spicy one of them? I don't feel like it is. Sweet. Sour. Bitter. Umami. What's the 4th one? Or what's the other one that I'm forgetting? It's not spicy, is it? Because the tongue oh no! Because the tongue primarily detects 4 different flavors. Or 4 or 5 different, like, types of flavor, I suppose. Not salty. Sour, sweet, bitter, umami, and something else. I don't know if it's spicy. Doesn't sound like it would be. Whoop! Poor Toad, he's like terrified. And the music is pretty groovy, to be honest. He's the McDonald's taste bud. That's so disturbing. Is his name Grimace because, like, people grimace when they taste McDonald's? Is that the whole thing? Is it a self-burn? Made it! How to get Big Yoshi in Yosh cardboard. Clip through the wall and use this button combination. Up, down, down, AAB, AAAB. Hopefully Big Yoshi will appear on the screen. Keep pressing B to get it. Why is he purple? Asks Aurora. That is a good question. Okay, I've done all the Toad Totes. I've done all the Toad Jumps. And now for my absolute least favorite. This one. Because Grimace is a purple. This is plush. Okay, I need a score of 130. You'd think that this would be easier with a mouse. I would think so, but last time I just got my butt kicked. Probably because I wasn't properly utilizing the bombs. I feel like this level is easy enough where I don't need the bombs. Yeah, it definitely is. Grimace is the representation of a taste bud whenever you eat too much McDonald's, aka they become like avocado purple. It says brain pick. Interesting. Level 5. Again, I have my hand on the keyboard like I'm going to be using the keyboard for something. I assure you I am not. I guess I shouldn't say this is my least favorite of the mini games, like absolute least favorite, like it's terrible or something. It's just, for some reason, when I'm playing it in the emulator here, it is more difficult. Crud. Oh boy, I suck. I might have failed this one. Because in these ones, the margin for error seems quite, well, strict. Come on! Got it. Woo! Oh! Fornio says you can't laugh loudly in Hawaii. You have to aloha. Oh. Okay, that was close. Level 6. Let's go. Score of 150. That's going to be intense. If I can just utilize the bombs correctly, I know I'll stand a chance. But if not... Come on. Crud. I just highlighted like all the chat messages because I clicked off screen. Yeah, like you have to hit pretty much all of these Bowser bombs. Or Bowser balloons. Like, well, that wasn't particularly close actually, now that I think of it. You're having trouble sleeping? I'm sorry, hon. Oh, I just played the level again. Don't need to do that. Don't need to. Don't want to, don't need to. Okay, let's go to level 7. I can do this. I'm beating all the mini games. I'm doing it. 160. I'll catch up on the comments here in a second. I really gotta make sure I'm getting all the Bowsers on this. The Hammer Bros aren't so bad. The Bowsers are like, ah, blah, 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 blah. Just all over the place. Whew. Oh, I should have held on to that bomb for a minute. Let's go. Oh no! Woohoo! So many mini games. There are many mini mice. Good night, Jeff. Hopefully I can fall asleep. This is Robert. Robert, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for coming back in. And I hope to see you next week. We should be starting Kirby Planet Robobot next week. I'm looking forward to that one. So, yeah, we'll see you there. Have a good week. No, please, I'm off to a bad start already. Whew. We're getting to the tough levels now. Come on. Oh, boy. Oh me, oh my. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. No, please. Huh. Get the Bowsers. Get them. Get them. Oh, that's so many. Jeepers. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I should have saved them. I should have saved them. Wow. J-Dog says, I'm just gonna tell you, I feel like the true arena mode is gonna break you. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it. You know what? I might try it, but I highly doubt that I'll actually beat it. Oh boy, so I got ridiculously close on that one. This is getting insane at this point. Like, I gotta really try not to miss any of these Bowsers. Like, those are huge. Like, the Hammer Bros, I can probably miss a couple of those and be fine. Oh, I missed a Bowser. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble. Whew. Okay. Okay. That actually went pretty well. We got one more minigame level. One more. And then hopefully I'll be done. I hope. Level 10, let's go. I've got so many coins at this point. 230? What the heck? How am I supposed to hit 230 points? How? What? Jeez! Oh, why did I waste it? Why did I waste it? I'm a dummy! Yes! Yes! Woohoo! And I actually had 11 seconds to spare. That's insane. Wow! Alright. Well, I've done all of the minigames, guys. I've done all of them. I don't know if I should have gotten that excited over completing all the minigames. But let's go back to the shop. Let's see what we've got. Is there anything new here? No! Puzzle time. Let's go complete all the puzzles, and then we're gonna be like, oh, what now? Hang on. Before I do that. No, there's nothing in here. Guys! Help! Okay, I've already done that one. Haven't done this one. I haven't done any of these other ones. Oh boy. Okay, puzzle time. So, I hate having to double click on these two. I hate having to double click on these puzzle pieces because it doesn't always work. It's like I have to super rapidly tap it. Really? Oh, I'm so dumb. I thought that was in the right spot. That's 100% my bad. Okay. Doing these puzzles in the emulator though kind of sucks because, like I was saying, you have to double tap the puzzle pieces to rotate them, and it doesn't always register right in the emulator. So it feels like I should be able to do these faster, but I can't because rotating the puzzle pieces doesn't always work. Okay. Let's do it. How to unlock Wah! How to unlock Wah indeed. This is probably in the top, isn't it? Yep. Okay. I'll read some comments after, yeah! I'll read some comments after I finish this puzzle. Okay. And this definitely goes here. Yep. Okay. Okay. If it's gonna be something like you gotta do them all within 1 minute, I'm gonna be so sad. Too many games, too many games. There's a difference, but they sound the same. Homophones. The last item in the second page is apparently Endless Vibe. Is there anything wrong? If it's Endless Vibe, then that is the worst. Absolute worst. Absolute worst, completion bonus ever. Like, I'll have something to say about that if we actually do unlock it. Do I have to do all the puzzles to unlock it, Brainpick? I mean, I assume yes. Gosh, I really don't like doing these puzzles. It's not like they're bad or anything, it's just... Gosh, doing it is annoying. Just because, like I said, that whole thing with the puzzle pieces not always rotating. Boy, that sucks. That goes over here. There it goes. I mean, like, the puzzles themselves are fine. There's nothing wrong with the puzzles. It's just a matter of, you know, actually getting them to work, actually getting them to rotate and all that. Hang on. Yeah. I know this goes over here somewhere. There it goes. I guess this would go over here. Mm-hmm. Here. I'm like going against all of puzzle rules. Just like randomly putting down puzzle pieces. The easiest thing to do is to find the edge pieces first and to you know, get those out of the way, then go around the edge. And then you're golden. But I'm kind of just doing them like, oh, this piece goes here, that, like, that's the consequence of these being extremely simple puzzles. It's just, you don't really need to try hard to do it. I searched online and the respond is, the last item in the second page is Endless Vibe. You unlock it by beating all bosses and finishing the whole game and beating Bowser. Well, let's see what happens after I beat these puzzles then. Like, it sounds like that might just be a requirement. Like, beat the whole game. That sounds kinda, like, a little open-ended, I guess. Like, what does beating the whole game entail, exactly? Does this go over here? No. This is definitely one of these pieces. There we go. Yeah, that goes here. I'm having fun, though, with the puzzles, other than the whole double-clicking thing. Like, it's actually fun to do these puzzles. It's a good time. Come on. Urgh! Oh, right. That doesn't actually go here. Alright. Edge pieces. These puzzles are getting complicated enough now that it's like, I probably should do the whole edge thing. Come on! Man! Really? There. This. Just go around the whole edge. We got it. We can do this. Come on! Man. These feel so unnecessarily frustrating. I wonder if it would even be better if I were playing this on an actual DS. I have my doubts, personally. So this probably goes over here. Yep. Got it. Okay. There. Come on. There we go. Hooray! 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Wow. That was a longer puzzle. Do not play again. Maybe they meant beating the main game plus extras. Holy cow. This is a bigger one. Giddy Sky. Yeah, come on! Oh, I even rotated a piece I didn't want to rotate. Don't even... I'm not even gonna try and, you know, haphazardly put them down at this point. Because I just feel like that'll waste more time than it'll gain me. Listen to me, like, giving all the pro strats for Super Princess Peach puzzles. Okay, no, this goes down here for sure. This goes on the top. Okay. I feel like that should go over here. Yep. Remember that whole thing I said about not haphazardly putting pieces down? Well, I guess it worked out in my favor that time. Come on. There we go. Perfect. I only got a couple pieces left. Just let me rotate the pieces. Please. I need to rotate both of these. Okay. That's where I'm gonna get tendinitis. Alright, Goombas. I like how even the super happy Goomba looks just... He has a certain look about him, and it doesn't look super joyful. I don't know, like, what would you guys describe that look as? Really? I guess that goes over here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That goes over here. This is flush. I'm really hoping that this is... like, that this results in a good thing for me here. Like, I hope that this results in the extra thing I'm supposed to be able to unlock. Like, if this doesn't result in me getting the unlockable thing, then I'm going to be sad. That probably goes here, or... yeah, it goes up here, somewhere. Eh. Where's the edge pieces? There we go. Come on. Come on. Okay. Gosh, I hate these. I don't hate these puzzles. They're actually quite pleasant, but having to double click on them to rotate them, on top of it not always working, is super frustrating. And that could easily be an emulator thing. Oh, come on, I had that placed down. I didn't know I could remove the puzzle piece after it's been put down. Why is that an option? Why is that something you can do? Plush Jackson! This is Plush. We're almost there, Plush. Okay. Boop, boop. There we go. Happy Goomba. Let's put together the Happy Goomba now. He seems like a joyous fellow. There we go. There we go. Let's put together the sad Goomba. His life is in shambles. Let's fix that. There we go. Just barely clear 3 minutes. No, I don't want to play again. Okay, I did all the puzzles. Can I now go to the shop and buy the thing? Endless Vibe. That's what it is. Yeah, I want to buy this. Your vibe will never go down. Amazing. All you had to do was beat the whole game and 100%. This drink smells like pure danger. Drink it and you'll never tire. Wait, it literally costed 0. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Except at this point I have over 10,000 coins. I really thought that was going to cost 10,000 coins. Alright, well, I guess that was it. Bonus? Oh, you can turn it on or off here. And that's the way to go. And that's the game, I guess. Read comments. Oh, what did I miss? Glorita, who's more mom to you, me or Monica? Zeb, you, obviously, since you made me. But Monica is still a support to me sometimes, so she's like the mom friend. Okay, well, that was not like a strong ending. Nor is the having endless vibe like that great of a reward after 100% completing everything. Like, I've literally done everything that this game has to offer, and now I get endless vibe? I mean, I guess it's kind of fun to run through without having to worry about the vibe gauge going down. But like, oh man, I was kind of hoping that it was going to be something story related, you know? Now I'm mad that I spent all that time and just got that. Yeah. Yeah. When Aurora said that, the completionist said that this game was a finish it, not a complete it, I completely understand why now. I completely understand why. Because this, as a reward for 100% completing the game, it would be a more substantial reward if you were going to do like New Game Plus or something. But even then, it's like, well, you would need to have some sort of reward for doing New Game Plus. Can't just go off of having an endless vibe gauge being your completion bonus. It's just like the Yoshi thing in Super Mario 64, where, you know, when you 100% complete the game and get all the stars, you know, then Yoshi gives you a super triple jump. It's like, well, geez, what am I supposed to do with this now? Well, anyway, that's it, guys. That's Super Princess Peach. That's Super Princess Peach. So, even what they did in Mario Galaxy was better. Luigi, they could have at least added a harder mode with Daisy or something. Aurora says, I don't think it's a terrible reward, but definitely not one everyone will appreciate. Hey, I'm definitely one of those people that doesn't super appreciate that reward. But, you know, I still had fun. Like, you could even make the case of, like, it's about the journey, not the destination. Daisy mode, says Plush. Yeah, right. All right, anyway, I'm sure that all of you know this at this point, but oh man, you just have to see Perry the parasol up there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and mute the game and just kind of go over my quick overall thoughts on this game. Like, Deserver Nisi Gassam Yim. This game is awesome. Plus, I wish Daisy had her own game, says Blues Cat. You know, maybe someday. It seems like Daisy is having a bit of a comeback now, especially being a playable character in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But yeah, for anyone who's not familiar, I like to do like an overall wrap-up of the game. I like to do an overall wrap-up of the game once I've finished the stream series. And just kind of give you guys... Read that in reverse. My messages in reversed. Very nice. Anyway, I just want to give my quick thoughts on Super Princess Peach, because I haven't played this game since oh gosh, it's been so long. Back when I had my DS, before I got my 3DS in 2011. Like, I played this game last before 2011. I kind of touched on it when I was like, hey, Sky, there's this cool Super Princess Peach game that I bet you'd love. And then we played like the first 3 levels, and that's when I decided I wanted to live stream this game. But yeah, I haven't played Super Princess Peach since then. And I gotta tell you, I was very pleasantly surprised at how much I liked this game. Very, very pleasant, just in all regards. Like, the music is fantastic, especially the volcano music. The graphics are very pleasant to look at. It has a very similar sort of art style to Yoshi's Island DS, which I really appreciate. That's a great art style. The gameplay is just... It's great. I really liked the gameplay. The platforming was really good. I especially liked the speed that you got from sliding down the hill, and then you could maintain that as you were jumping, almost like a Cranky Kong sort of situation in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Like, you could keep bouncing along and maintain a super speed boost. That's how you would speedrun those levels. I could see that being a thing here for sure. Those slopes gave you a major speed boost that you could maintain through your float-brella abilities. And that doesn't usually happen in games that have that sort of floating ability. I know Yoshi games don't. What else? The level design was fine. Like, I didn't have any sort of problems with the level design. It was kind of just pleasant all around. I really had a good time with it. It was definitely easier than most Mario games. And even a good chunk of the Yoshi games. I'd say it's definitely easier than Yoshi's Island. But I don't really see that as being a bad thing. Easy games certainly have their place. This is one of those games that was just pleasant to play all around. Even the, well, I'll get to the post-game levels a little bit later, but it was just really nice. I really liked this game. And I'd absolutely go back and play it again. And I really liked the level design and the whole gameplay loop of, going and finding the collectibles in the stage. if you wanted to, but it seemed like you did have to find all the toads in order to progress and beat the boss in the world. I didn't realize that until like pretty late into the game. But it seems like that was a baseline requirement you had to do in each level. The puzzle pieces and the music boxes, though, those were completely optional. You didn't have to do those. You didn't have to do those at all. You could if you wanted to, and that's great. It really makes me think of the Yoshi's Island sort of gameplay loop, where the levels are more, yeah, they're linear, but they emphasize exploration. And that's a gameplay loop that I can really get behind, because it tends to appeal more to more people than, say, well, a good number of the Yoshi games. Like, I feel like this game appeals to pretty much everyone. Young gamers who just want to play a game that's colorful and fun and don't really have much interest in, beating it, if getting far in it at all, just having a good time with it. The baseline mechanics are fun enough that I'd imagine anyone would have fun with if they're into platformers. That's kind of an important caveat. Just your standard gamers, it's fast and fluid. The platforming mechanics are solid. There's even upgrade mechanics, which I feel like would appeal to more, I wouldn't say hardcore gamers, but gamers that are at a level where they can appreciate a game like this and not have to like complete everything to get the most out of it. And then completionists, I feel like, have a very good amount of content here. The puzzle pieces are fun to collect. The music boxes, they're nice secrets to find. And then after you've beaten the game, all of the post-content stuff that opens up. I was extremely pleased and kind of shocked when I saw just how much post-game content there was. I think it was a little overboard. I think just the 3 extra levels at the end of each world would have been more than enough. But they had replaced all of the secrets and toad locations and stuff with puzzle pieces, mini games, and that sort of stuff in the just the normal levels, meaning that if you really wanted to 100% complete this game, you had to go through each level twice. Which, that's a lot, but at the same time, I've played and 100% completed Yoshi's Crafted World. It really isn't that big of a deal compared to that game, believe me. But I still do think it was excessive. Even, like, you could compare it to an extreme example like Yoshi's Crafted World, and it'll look like nothing. But in all actuality, like, in absolute terms, this is a lot of post-game content, and a lot that I don't think really needed to be there. And I don't think that the end reward was really worth it. The endless vibe meter, meaning that the vibe meter doesn't go down at all. You can just use the emotion powers just whenever, wherever, to your heart's content. That's fun, but I don't know. I don't think that it's a sufficient reward after you've 100% completed the game. It just the fact that you've already done everything that the game wants you to do. Like, how much fun are you going to have going back through the levels and using that endless meter after you've 100% completed everything without it? I don't know. To Aurora's point, some people might see it as more of a positive than I do. So I won't say that it's an objectively terrible reward, but one that I don't get any value out of. Because I've already 100% completed the game. I'm not going to play it more. Still, like, extremely pleasant game. I had a lot of fun playing it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. Like, I'm honestly shocked at how much I liked this game. I think I like it even more now than when I played it back in the day. There's 2 points of contention that I think people kind of bring up here. The points of contention that make people not really care for this game. One is, yeah, it's easy. It's definitely not a difficult platformer. It's not going to put your platforming abilities to the test. But like I said, it's an easy game, and there's nothing wrong with that. It was still fun. I really enjoyed it. It really appeals to me. If it was a little harder, Well, you know what? I don't even know if I would make it harder because the post-game levels really offer you that sort of challenge. It's still not like super challenging, but you're definitely gonna have more of a challenge with the post-game levels, and I think that's a great reward for getting through the rest of the game. I don't know, man, like the difficulty really isn't a problem for me. And the second one is, oh yeah, you give Princess Peach her very own video game to be the protagonist of, the main protagonist, the main character in the game, and you're gonna base her powers and abilities off of her emotional state? Isn't that kind of misogynist? And I'm gonna challenge you and say that no, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, like of course I can see where people are coming from. She's a main character. She's the female main character in one of the Mario games, and they chose that one to give, the emotion powers to. Sure, I can see that as like a baseline point, but at the same time, like the Vibe Scepter is the thing that's throwing off everyone's emotional state, and Peach is able to control it better than everyone else, and harness those emotional sways to her advantage, unlike a lot of the enemies in the game that are just running around crying. And like I've said before, pretty much everybody in the game, male or female, seems to be affected by the Vibe Scepter's power. So is it really misogynist to make the emotional powers a thing when it's equally applied to both males and females in the game? I don't think so. I really don't see this as being misogynist and sexist like some people posit. So that's gonna be my rebuttal there. I don't think it's misogynist or sexist. Plus, no offense, ladies, but you do tend to be more emotional than men. It's just a fact. And maybe not for all women. If you're not as emotional and you take offense to that, I'll grant you this. That is the rule, but there certainly are exceptions. As someone who is married and sees like the emotional sways of my wife from time to time, I can say with confidence that females do tend to be more emotional than men. That's just a fact. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway. And so Jeff's TV died. You gotta think of it like a kid that rarely gets games and will come back to the same game endlessly, says Aurora. That's certainly fair, though I was certainly that type of kid that didn't get a lot of games and would replay games endlessly. I must have played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga more than 40 times in my childhood. But I wouldn't just play the same profile. I would do an empty profile and start from the very beginning. Even as a kid, I wouldn't have gotten more out of that endless vibe meter. It probably is just a me thing. I don't really get much value out of that. Jeff, I guarantee you are way more emotional than me. Lol, says Aurora. Like I said, it's the rule, but there are exceptions. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I really enjoyed Super Princess Peach. Pleasant surprise, pleasant game, pleasant time. If you've written off this game because not many people talk about it, or you just assumed it's bad, I urge you to give it a go. Like, I showed you here how pleasant of a game it is, how much fun I had with it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you pick up the game and give it a try. It's a lot of fun, and it's flown under a lot of people's radar. And I think that a lead up to the new Princess Peach game coming out on the Switch next year would be trying this game. Princess Peach's very first game as the main and only protagonist. Super Princess Peach. Give it a shot. Give it a go. Have some fun. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. I'm extremely emotional sometimes, but I'm autistic, so I don't know. This is plush. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Give it a shot. Have fun. I guarantee you'll have a good time. Well, I don't guarantee that. If you like platforming games, if you like the Mario games, I guarantee you'll have a good time with this one. I love this game, says Blues Cat. For sure. And I think I can confidently say now that I've played it and 100% completed that I love this game too. It's so much fun. So there you go, guys. Those are my thoughts on Super Princess Peach. Jeff, the next game played in stream is Kirby, right? And if so, I challenge you to beat the True Coliseum once beating the game. I'll give it a shot. I don't guarantee that I'll beat it, but I'll give it a shot. I want to play this game, says Plush. If you can find a way to get your hands on it, or yeah, if you have a 3DS, which I'm pretty sure you do. Let's see. How much does it cost on eBay? Let's see. Oh. Okay, it's a little pricey. It's not like outlandishly so, I guess, but it's there's a listing here for $38. But it's a bid. Yeah, it's a little more expensive than I thought. Yeah, hang on. Let me switch over to PC screen. Here's what I'm seeing for Super Princess Peach listings. DS cartridge only, $65 plus $4.50 shipping. Cartridge only, $50. Complete edition, $60. It's more expensive than I thought. Still, if you really want to give it a shot, well, first off, there's always the high seas. Here you go. Oh no, this one's being bid too. Wow. Okay. If you really want to give it a shot, either hijack via the high seas, I'm Not Your Mom, or you can find it on eBay. It's more expensive than I think it should be, but you can. So there you go, guys. That's it. That is Super Princess Peach. What's going on, guys? I'm 4Neo, the Pokemon Fanatic. This is 4Neo. Awesome. Either buying it or homebrew is always an option, says Brainpick. Like I said, do what you want. I'm not your mom. If you really want to try this game out, you've got options. And like I said, I'd encourage you to give it a shot because, boy, I was pleasantly surprised. And I've played this game before. I knew I liked it, but even on this repeat playthrough, I was pleasantly surprised at just how much I liked it. So this game gets my glowing endorsement. Well, guys, I think that's going to be the end of this stream series. Thank you very much for tuning in to my playthrough, my 100% complete playthrough, even though I didn't anticipate that it would be 100%. Thank you for tuning in to my 100% complete playthrough of Super Princess Peach. It's been a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with you guys here. Bye, Jeff. Bye. Bye, Plush. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, it's been a blast. So, thanks again for tuning in. You guys always make this a great time. So, if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live or post a video next. The next live stream series should be on Friday next week, starting around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as usual. We're going to try playing Kirby Planet Robobot. I will be emulating the game. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to capture it on 3DS and stream it that way, so it has to be through an emulator. I played a level or two just to test it out to see if it would actually work. It seems promising. I have no guarantee that it will work all the way through, though. We're going to give it our best shot. So next Friday, we're going to start Kirby Planet Robobot. We'll see how it goes. And if you haven't already and you would like to, join the Discord. The link is on the channel page. You can just chat with me. I love chatting with the fans. Share pictures of your food. Share funny memes. Make suggestions as far as what games I should play on stream or what music should play at the beginning and the end. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And sometimes I hop in voice chat, so that's fun too. Nintendo is hearing us. Don't let it know we use Citra. This is Brainpick. So yeah. Oh, and the new video is still in the works. I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't quit on it. I've worked on the script some, but I still have a ways to go. I don't know when that's going to be done, but yeah. I'll get it done eventually, and I hope that it'll be worth the wait. Good night and goodbye. I was playing chess the whole stream. Lol, says Ethan. I can't blame you. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. Guys, have a pleasant night. Have a very pleasant week. And I hope to see you guys next time. See you guys.